actually from Ghana, not from Kenya.
Ah, you're from Ghana.
I flew here to make sure I'm planting trees.
Oh, that's very impressive. So what message do you have today for general about the trees?
Well,
What makes you come here?
Yeah, I mean, I love trees, and I believe, the policy should actually be every household should grow trees,
Hi, Mama, put it down. Let's plant together.
Oh my God, it's this.
Oh, sorry.
It's still mad here.
Fine. Let's do it.
Greetings everyone, my name is Rete Nhawirema. Thank you for choosing NCB The Best One TV. Today we are going to talk about planting trees in Kenya. Yesterday I joined the Kenyans to plant trees, where it said that about 500 million trees were planted across the country. I had an interview with different people. Let's take a listen to this interesting message that defines the relationships between trees and the Kenyans.
What message do you have for younger generation?
Yeah, for the young generation, you plant a tree that is your age. That is what actually the locals, or what as a people of Kenya, we do believe. You plant, that's your age, because once that tree grows, it will tell you that's the number of years you have stayed in this country.
This is a very interesting message to younger people and everyone in general. Your age will reflect your tree. So go and plant a tree.
I think it should start with the government by showing people the alternatives, sources of energy for cooking. Then they should be made available to them.
Take this one and...
It was a very interesting day with too much rain, but people still showed up.
So you can see there are different people trying to join to plant the trees. So even me now have my tree now, I'm heading down to plant my tree.
So let's go plant the trees and talk to people. Remember, in part 1, I have 3 questions. The use of charcoals in Kenya, Nairobi the greenest city in Africa, and the advice to younger Kenyans who holds the future of this country.
It is very muddy, but still people have to save the planet. How are you doing, sir? Good, good. Can I ask you one question, if you don't mind? How many trees did you plant already?
Already I've planted 50.
50?
Yes.
That's amazing. So what message do you have for Kenyans? Many Kenyans are using a lot of charcoals. However, we are planting trees today. Yes. So how the future going to look like? Plant trees, cut them. So what message do you have?
No, as a nation, I think we should endeavor to ensure we plant as many trees as possible. This is as by the government's instructions. And I believe each and every one of us as a country, there's need for each and every person to plant a tree and ensure there's no issues of deforestation. That's the cutting of trees unnecessarily for maybe charcoal and other uses. So we have to preserve what we have planted. Okay. That's my idea.
Okay. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Can I ask you one question? How are you today?
I'm fine.
Yes. I've seen you have already planted your tree.
Yes.
What message do you have today for younger people?
For younger people, my message is they plant as many trees as possible so that we can make our environment productive, and also we can keep away the animals which usually to come to invade our food crops, so they will be staying in the forest.
Okay.
Yes.
So how many trees did you plant today?
Today we have planted over 5,000 here.
5,000 here.
That is from our organization.
Okay.
Yes.
So which organization you came from?
From Nakada.
Okay. So there are many Kenyans who use charcoal
Yes.
to cook.
Yes.
So what message do you have for them? Because if people, they use charcoal to cook,
Yes.
the same time they plant trees, there have to be measures to be taken.
Okay.
So what message do you have in terms of charcoal use? Yes.
We encourage them to use, instead of using a charcoal, they can use gas.
Okay.
Yes, so that we can preserve our forest and our environment at the same time. Yes.
Okay. So you are saying, but there are some who can't afford the gas.
Yes.
What do you message? There are those
what I can say is that those who can't afford the gas, they can plant as many trees as possible, so that they can be pruning the branches of the trees, and they use it for cooking.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes. Your name is?
I'm Dan Kandwega.
I also talked to Caroline, who thinks the current President William Samuel Ruto is doing the best he can to teach Kenyans how to save and protect environment.
So you are planting a tree. What message do you have for younger generation or younger people?
They should learn how to plant trees, because trees will make their lives better in future. Okay. And also, he has led the campaign, yes. Okay. And we hope that Kenyans will acknowledge that it is not planting, but growing. We need to take care of the trees. Okay. Yes.
So, what message do you have for, there are many people who use charcoal to cook. And if they use charcoal to cook, meaning they cut trees. So what message or what your point of view do you have on that issue for people who still use charcoal to cook? And the government is planning to add more trees, but some people, they cut trees to make charcoals. So what your views do you have on that?
I think it should start with the government by showing people the alternatives, sources of energy for cooking. Then they should be made available to them. Okay. For people who use charcoal. They also need to be sensitized on the dangers of using charcoal for their health. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Any message do you have? Any other message views you have from today's trees? Which organization you came from?
My organization is Nakada.
Okay.
Ideally, we are supposed to plant 30 trees.
30?
Yes. Okay. As staff. So this is the beginning, and you're hoping to adopt this section of the forest. Okay. So that we plant and grow them. Okay. Yes.
So how many trees your organization planted today?
Today we are planning to plant 3,000. Oh. Yes, but we have our regional offices who are also planting. Okay. Yes. Okay. Not only here, but across the country. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
I also talked to this officer who thinks Kenya should find alternative to cook, not use charcoals.
Ulize kwa Kiswahili bwana.
Kwa Kiswahili? Sasa leo uko na panda miti. Kuna message ya younger generation. Yep. Younger people, kuna message yao.
Ni
young people.
Tunapanda miti kwa sababu ya kwa vizazi vijavyo vinavyokuja vione maendeleo ya forest. Kulingana na ukataji wa miti, hatupendelei watu wakate miti. Na tunapanda miti kulingana na nini, na watu vile wanakata miti na ukataji wa miti unaharibu mazingira, haribu mazingira yetu. Na pia kunasababisha kiangazi. Ndio president wetu amependelea ni watu wapande miti, ndio ili vizazi vinavyokuja vione manufaa ya kupanda miti. Yeah. Wanakata miti ovyo ovyo kwa sababu wanapata makaa. Sasa tungependelea kabisa president abani kabisa ukataji wa miti na kutumia makaa. Afadhali watumie nini? Gas, vitu kama gas. Vitu kama nini, watumie kitu kama electricity. Vitu kama hizo ndio watumie kama ni vitu vya kupikia. Wasitumie makaa.
Wasitumie makaa.
Utumiaji wa makaa unaharibu nini? Mambo yetu hii ya kukata miti.
During this day, it was very interesting to see families who came with their kids, like this family of Shiko Waiwelo, who came with her kids. She thinks it is the way to teach them to plan the future, and it is a very good example for them.
Yes.
Yeah, because we all know what tree does to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what message do you have for younger generation, young people, related to today's tree planting?
What I can tell them is this tree that you've planted. Remember, there's someone who is being born today.
Okay.
So they will imagine someone will be able to grow at the same time with this tree. Tree is life. Some of them didn't even know how to plant a tree, but today they're getting to know. As you can see, this one is teaching the other one.
Okay.
Some of them didn't even know that you have to first remove this.
Okay.
So can you imagine after many years they'll come and see the tree that they planted?
Yes. It is very inspiring. Yes. So what I message can you also give to other parents? You know, there are many parents who came here alone, but you came with your kids because you want your kids to have that heritage of being able to plant the trees. What message do you have for other parents?
Kids learn by example. So as we brought our kids to see this, they will always feel part of the history of planting trees.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And this younger boy understands planting trees based on the history of Wangari Maathai, who is known to be the first Kenyan female conservative and social environmental activist.
What do you remember from her?
I remember that she helped to plant trees.
Trees.
Yes.
So which forest in Nairobi did she protected, if you really know about her?
We weren't told in school.
Yes, that's Karura. And do you plant trees at school?
Yeah.
How do you feel today now planting trees? How many did you try, by the way?
Just one right now.
Right now?
Yes.
So how do you feel?
Good.
Feel good?
Yeah.
Do you have any message for other kids?
Plant trees so that we can help the environment.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Many organizations, including security organizations, also joined this day to plant the trees.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you one question?
It's okay, sir.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Which organization you came from? Are you presenting it today?
I'm representing Squad 3 Security Services.
Okay.
Yes.
So some Kenyans still use charcoal to cook. So do you have any message about that? Because now today you're planting trees, but on the other side there's someone who is cutting it to cook. So what message do you have to that people?
So what I can just advise people is try to look for ways whereby we will preserve the cutting down of trees and the use of trees in many ways. Also, when you cut one tree, maybe you can plant like 2 or 3 trees, at least to save the environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any other message from your organization, like a specific message you have as an organization you came today?
As an organization, we only want to encourage people at least to just save the environment, and also we look forward providing for the better security services.
This day brought many people together, including this mother who came with her 2 sons, and she's currently living in Nairobi.
Some people who live in Nairobi,
Yes.
they say it is probably greenest city in Africa. What do you think about that?
It is a green city, although when you go to CBD, it gets maybe less green. But it's good that we have the forests, and we've been watching a video this morning also about Ngong Forest. that it still attracts like the big eagles and things. And yeah, as long as we keep on attracting, yeah, we're playing a big role in forests and keep on attracting wildlife, it's good. We need it for a big city.
Yeah. So there are parents who came here with the alone.
Yeah.
But you came with your kids.
Yes.
So do you have any message for the parents who didn't come with their kids? Because first of all, what are the kids experiencing today? What do you think they have experienced today?
Yeah, you know, what I have experienced, like this is, they're not aware of it, but this is their future. So taking care, planting trees, getting muddy, I think that's a really good lesson that we can teach our kids.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you have any message for Kenyans in general in terms of trees? Because we know many Kenyans use charcoal to cook.
Yes.
So, and they are planting trees, but other side people, they are cutting trees to cook.
Yes.
So what message do you have for them?
Yeah, it's a sensitive issue. It's a sensitive thing. But I think there has to be a balance between how much you actually need and how much you can keep in nature and let it grow and stay there. So I think a balance is good. Yes. But planting trees will be important anyway. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And here is Papa Sam, who flew all the way from Ghana to join Kenyans to plant the trees.
So this is so amazing to see you have 2 trees. So what's your name, by the way?
I'm Papa Sam.
Papa Sam. You have been in Kenya before?
Yes, I have been.
So some people, they say Nairobi is the greenest city. What do you think about that?
I think I've been around a few times. I think Nairobi is one of the the greenest city, and this initiative will probably take it to number 1.
Number 1. Yeah. So what message do you have to Africans in general about the trees and the forest?
Yeah, I think Africa has always been full of trees. Over time, kind of eroded the trees through mineral exploration, whether it's gold, diamond, lithium. I think we have to all come back to our senses and start growing trees. It's good for us, and it's going to make us more green. I believe, in the next coming decades, Africa is going to be the look to for food and all that, and trees are quite important in that scenario.
And thank to him and everyone who joined this day to plant the trees and save our planet. Once again, my name is Resin Hawirema. Thank you for choosing, and don't forget to subscribe to NCB The Best One TV. See you next time.